Few individuals in history have accumulated wealth like Andrew Carnegie, a man whose complexity matched his fortune. After selling his company, his net worth was so staggering that it would represent approximately 2% of America's GDP today. This video will take you on a journey to discover how a Scottish immigrant, with only 5 years of schooling, transformed his life from poverty to become the richest man in the world. Andrew Carnegie's journey to success began far from the luxurious lifestyle he would later enjoy. Born in Dunfermline, Scotland, he faced the harsh realities of poverty right from the start. His family struggled to make ends meet, with his mother working tirelessly as a seamstress and his father weaving cloth to support them. Unfortunately, the arrival of steam-powered looms during the Industrial Revolution changed everything. These machines made his father's skills obsolete, leaving the family in an even more precarious situation. Young Andrew witnessed his father's despair and the toll it took on their family, which motivated him to seek a better future. In 1848, driven by the hope of a brighter tomorrow, the Carnegie family made a bold decision. They sold their possessions and borrowed £20 to embark on a journey to America. Upon arriving in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they found themselves in a bustling manufacturing center filled with opportunities, but life was still tough. Andrew's parents struggled to find stable jobs, and the financial burden fell heavily on him. To help his family, he made the difficult choice to leave school and enter the workforce. It was during this challenging time that he secured a position as a messenger boy at a local telegraph office, a job that would change the course of his life. As a messenger boy, Andrew Carnegie began to learn about the business world and made valuable connections within Pittsburgh's vibrant community. He quickly adapted to his new role, impressing his employers with his dedication and eagerness to learn. This job not only provided him with a steady income, but also opened doors to new opportunities. Over time, Andrew moved up the ranks, taking on more responsibilities and expanding his knowledge of the industry. His early experiences laid the groundwork for his future success as a steel magnate and philanthropist, proving that even the humblest beginnings can lead to greatness with hard work and determination. At just 17 years old, Andrew Carnegie was already making waves in the world of telegraphy. He had developed such a remarkable skill in Morse code that he could easily recite messages without needing to write them down. This talent did not go unnoticed. It caught the eye of Thomas Scott, a regional manager for the Pennsylvania Railroad Company. Impressed by Carnegie's abilities, Scott hired him as his personal telegrapher and secretary, offering him a salary of $35 a month. This job was not just a paycheck for Carnegie. It was an incredible opportunity to work for one of the largest corporations in the world at that time. Being in such a dynamic environment allowed him to learn valuable lessons about business operations and management. As Carnegie settled into his role, he found a mentor in Thomas Scott, who recognized the young man's potential. Scott encouraged Carnegie to invest in stocks, introducing him to the world of finance and capitalism. This advice would prove to be pivotal for Carnegie, as it sparked his interest in building wealth and understanding the market. During this period, the country was embroiled in the American Civil War, and Carnegie found a way to navigate his circumstances by paying a substitute $850 to take his place in the conflict. This decision allowed him to focus on his burgeoning career and seize the opportunities that lay ahead. While working for the Pennsylvania Railroad, Carnegie observed the pressing need for more durable infrastructure, particularly iron bridges to replace the wooden ones that were prone to burning. This keen insight led him to establish the Keystone Bridge Company, marking a significant milestone in his career. This venture not only showcased his entrepreneurial spirit, but also set the stage for his future success in the steel industry. Through hard work, strategic investments, and a willingness to learn, Carnegie began to carve out a path that would eventually lead him to become one of the most influential figures in American history. Andrew Carnegie's business sense became evident when he recognized the advantages of owning iron mills for his bridge company. By controlling the production of materials, he eliminated the dependency on external suppliers, which significantly boosted both efficiency and profitability. This strategic integration allowed him to streamline operations and ensure a steady supply of high-quality materials for his projects. Additionally, Carnegie skillfully built relationships within the railroad industry, further expanding his influence and creating new opportunities for his business. His ability to connect with key players in the industry not only enhanced his company's reach, but also positioned him as a leader in the growing American economy. Carnegie's journey took a pivotal turn when he moved to New York City, filled with ambition and dreams of success. However, instead of finding the inspiration he sought, he encountered a world rife with corruption and unethical business practices. This disheartening experience left a mark on him, leading him to make a promise that by the age of 35, he would retire and dedicate his life to philanthropy. While he ultimately did not fulfill this promise as planned, the disappointment he faced in New York City served as a catalyst for his future endeavors. It instilled in him a desire to make a positive impact on society, which would later become a central theme in his life. In 1856, a groundbreaking invention, the Bessemer converter, revolutionized the steel industry by enabling mass production. Carnegie was quick to seize this opportunity, establishing America's first steel plants and recruiting some of the best engineers of the time. His relentless pursuit of efficiency transformed the way steel was produced, as he pushed his workers to maximize their output and often replaced them with machines to enhance productivity. This approach not only solidified his position in the industry, but also allowed him to offer competitive prices. Furthermore, by naming his venture after J. Edgar Thomson, a prominent railroad customer, Carnegie cleverly secured additional business and established a reputation for reliability and quality in steel production. His innovative spirit and strategic thinking would ultimately lay the groundwork for his legacy as one of the most influential figures in American industry. Andrew Carnegie's partnership with Henry Clay Frick was a powerful alliance that shaped the steel industry in the late 19th century. Together, they employed aggressive and often ruthless tactics to eliminate their competition. One of their most infamous strategies involved spreading damaging rumors about the quality of rival companies' steel products. A prime example of this was their campaign against Duquesne Steel. By drastically undercutting prices and creating a climate of fear and uncertainty, they pressured Duquesne into selling its operations to Carnegie at a significantly reduced price. This kind of cutthroat business practice showcased their determination to dominate the steel market, regardless of the ethical implications. However, the aggressive methods employed by Carnegie and Frick came with serious consequences. At the Homestead steel plant, tensions between the workers and management reached a boiling point after Frick, acting on Carnegie's orders, implemented wage cuts and extended working hours. This led to a significant labor dispute that escalated into the infamous Homestead Massacre in 1892. During this violent confrontation, armed Pinkerton guards clashed with striking workers, resulting in numerous deaths and injuries. The tragic event not only highlighted the harsh realities of industrial labor, but also severely tarnished Carnegie's public image. While he often portrayed himself as a champion of workers' rights, the stark contrast between his philanthropic rhetoric and the brutal tactics used in his business dealings revealed a troubling hypocrisy that would haunt him for years to come. Despite the controversies surrounding his business practices, Andrew Carnegie's steel empire flourished in the late 19th century. By 1900, Carnegie Steel was producing more steel than the entire nation of Great Britain, showcasing the immense scale and efficiency of his operations. Carnegie was not just a businessman. He was a visionary who understood the importance of innovation and technology in industry. His company played a crucial role in the rapid industrialization of the United States, contributing to the country's growth and development during this transformative period. However, by 1901, after years of hard work and success, Carnegie decided it was time to retire. He sold his company to the powerful financier J.P. Morgan for a staggering $480 million, a sum that made him the richest man in the world at that time. After stepping away from the steel industry, Carnegie turned his attention to philanthropy, dedicating his life to giving back to society. He believed that those who had amassed great wealth had a responsibility to use it for the greater good. Carnegie funded over 2,500 libraries around the world, providing access to knowledge and education for countless individuals. He also established Carnegie Hall in New York City, a venue that would become a cultural landmark and a hub for the arts. Throughout his later years, until his death in 1919, Carnegie focused on various philanthropic efforts, including initiatives related to education and peace. His legacy is a complex one, reflecting both his achievements in business and his commitment to improving society, demonstrating that wealth can be used as a force for positive change. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, stay smart.